My life is proof of this. There are small situations throughout this where people have helped me how they wanted to help. Because in their minds, they seem to believe that if they pawn me off on someone else, then that someone else is supposed to do it. Well, that someone else was not there for the things that you did. The person that you're pawning me off on cannot bear witness to any of the stuff that's gone on between you and I. And then I have to get them to look at the stuff between you and I. And then I got to try to get them to look at the stuff that I was trying to get you to look at. And that person pawns me off on somebody else who pawns me off on somebody else. I'm sick of it. Goddamn right I'm willing to die for these kids. You goddamn right I'm willing to give up my life for these kids. You goddamn right, even if that means going to prison for the rest of my life. But killing people ain't on my list of shit to do. If I'm gonna kill somebody, I'm gonna kill them with time. You notice I ain't stopped trying to turn my predators in. If you notice, I still ain't got somebody who's gonna take a look at the evidence and verify it publicly. Which is what needs to happen. And it needs to be more than, all right, well, you know, I'll fucking let Sean bug me and fucking after 6 months I'll post up something random. Like, fuck, you call that help? That's not help. See, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that helps to show that it's not just me going through it. But we need to focus specifically on my case and on the things that I continue to go through, which isn't going to happen when you're busy talking or when you're busy rapid firing questions. Stop and listen. Listen to the fucking victim, you pieces of shit. Listen to the victim. Don't tell them what to think and what to feel. That's how I ended up with hundreds of people that don't know a goddamn thing about me, but I know every fucking thing about them. When I called them for help, like you're supposed to do, what did they do? Did they listen to me? No. They ignored me and told me about themselves, their trivial shit that apparently takes for fucking ever and a goddamn day for them to get over the most piddly shit. My grandma was the best person in my family. She's dead. I didn't use her death as an excuse to not tell the truth for 6 goddamn years. Twat waffles. When it comes to advocating for somebody, you need to listen. And you can't pawn them off onto someone else. Even if that other person has advocate in the title, you have to be involved in the process. Not one person cared to do that. They cared to tell me what to do and what to think and what to feel. None of that is solutions. None of it gets a legal stop to this. Meanwhile, the police don't have to follow the law because you don't fucking care about me. I got to break down a recording I made last night. And the reason for that is because the lady just kept on saying the same thing over and over again. How about shut the fuck up? Shut the fuck up! But do I say, shut the fuck up? No, I say, well, you could please listen? Would you please listen? Could you please listen? Would you please listen? Could you listen? Do you think you could stop and listen? Please listen. Please listen. Please listen. Please, I am fucking begging you to fucking listen. Jesus goddamn Christ. All right, now here's how it's gonna be. I'm gonna post up on the internet because you won't do it. Because you wanted to gaslight me. You wanted to bullshit me. You wanted to tell me you were gonna, but you didn't. You didn't do any of the things you said you were gonna do. Then there's the sandwich thing. You know how that works. You go to try to turn in your predators, but instead of helping you with turning in your predators, it's the here's the sandwich. What the fuck? All the help in the world doesn't make a goddamn bit of difference if it's not the fucking help that you need. If you're not a mechanic, and certainly not a boat mechanic, and your boat is fucking sinking, well, you probably do need a boat mechanic to fix the fucking leak. A boat mechanic telling you how to fix it when you don't have the ability isn't going to get it fixed. Calling the Coast Guard and saying, hey, we need a rescue. We need some of your Coast Guard cutters out here with some life rafts. And what they do instead of coming out there and rescuing you with their life rafts, they tell you, hey, you know, you should use your life rafts. Well, what if I don't have any? What if the reason I am getting a hold of you is because I don't have any goddamn life rafts? What if the reason that I'm calling you is because you're a fucking boat mechanic who has tools? What if the only reason I'm calling you is because it's something that I'm not capable of doing for myself? That doesn't mean that I'm not trying. I've had a lot of situations where it was a first day on the job thing. And, you know, people want to mess with you. Like when you get into carpentry and they want to send you searching for the board stretcher. Well, sometimes that person don't come back. Like, you know what? Fuck this. Those guys didn't do nothing but fuck with me all day. No, that's not fucking help. You needed a job, and you get your job, you're there for the first day, and people won't stop fucking with you. But then, of course, you're behind schedule, and the boss is fucking yelling at you. Jesus fucking Christ, man. You didn't know there was no such thing as a fucking board stretcher. Life is what it is, ain't it? I need you to understand what roadblocks are in place. Not ask me what you can do over and over again. What you can do is shut up and listen. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. There's a reason I'm telling you. It's important. If it wasn't important, I wouldn't fucking tell you. I got a really complicated situation that I have to try to decomplicate for you so that you can be happy, because although you say you're going to look at evidence, none of you ever do. The ones who do don't speak out. And most of the ones who claim that they did, I got nothing but evidence showing that they didn't know a goddamn thing about what was going on. Obviously, they didn't look at any evidence. I also got to try to get a hold of Claire this morning. She didn't get a hold of me last night. So I'm hoping everything is all copacetic with her. I know she's up in the Beaverton area. I also know she's autistic, so she's prone to being victimized and taken advantage of. And it's not a choice. It's not like you go, oh, well, this person is going to take advantage of me. I'm going to trust them. No, it's you're in a desperate situation. you need help, you have to try to trust somebody, even though you know nobody's fucking trustworthy. Nobody is going to try to understand you the way they're going to try to understand somebody who's in a wheelchair. They're not going to try to understand you the way they try to understand somebody with visual markers. They're not going to try to understand that you are alone, that there is physical and emotional damage that is caused by that. The fact that not one of my friends cared to actually stop, listen, and fucking speak out. After all of their, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you bullshit, all they wanted to do was hide their already involved asses. They were already involved. That's the problem with those of you idiots who want to tell me these people have the right to dip out. No, the fuck they don't. They took part in assisting predators with getting away. Predators who have time and again repeatedly threatened, harassed, and intimidated myself and my loved ones. Now you want me to what? You want to talk over me. That's all you want to do. And I can't just keep getting talked over by you and pretend that you're trying to help, because you're fucking not. You won't shut the fuck up. That's not help. That's fucking selfishness. That is self-centeredness. That is stupidity, and that is ignorance. The root word of ignorance is what? Ignore. You are ignoring my problems. You're wanting to tell me a whole bunch of solutions. You don't know what the fuck is even going on. Why the fuck are you still talking? Why the fuck are you putting your goddamn 2 cents in instead of listening to the fucking victim, you pieces of shit?